So just logistically speaking,
Mm.
you're gonna add an alcohol element to
Mm-hmm.
your new place. So are you still gonna have a coffee shop in the mornings, and then how does that all
Yeah, I
work?
think that it's a little bit tricky. It's almost just like our minds just twitch. It's like, oh, well, what happens when you serve beer? And it's like our minds, like, wait, does that automatically default to, people doing Jägermeister shots in the corner and like vomiting on themselves? And so I tend to look at it a little different way. Like there's an affirmation, a really simple affirmation of how we live, and what we imbibe, and what is provided. Like even the process of some of these things are so natural and wonderful, like distillations and fermentations and things that produce like beautiful things that don't necessarily have to be so far across the line that there is either violence or a point of disintegration. Is that even a word? A point of separation. It's like, oh no, what I've witnessed of people in spaces, they love to come together over coffee, and they love to come together over wine, and they love to come together over spirits and nourishing things and design elements, and then all of a sudden that makes sense. And so our particular expansion is like anything from a French diner to right back to what would happen if you came into my house. For me, like after looking at it a lot of different ways and being very concerned about how the element in particular of alcohol would be integrated into an environment of non-alcohol, I think we resolved it in two really specific ways, and that is menu by provision and menu by design. And so as an example, our bar is going to be an 18-foot long table, that isn't a bar height of 42 inches. It's a reduced height, more like 36 or 34, to bring down those elements. Our bar will most likely in the morning or at different times be dressed with porcelain, so that you can get a cup of coffee and an egg dish, or breakfast. The motive is not in, hey, I'm going to sell you, I'm going to get you hammered, and I'm going to make a ton of money off you getting hammered.
Right.
It's not our motive. Our motive is to express ourselves from experience, from knowledge, to empower you into what we know, into what I know about people in space.